Hey everyone, welcome back to Old Plastic. Today, doing something a little different. It's quite rare that you see an orange-haired Luke Skywalker come up for sale. And I'm watching one on eBay and it's about to end. And it's an ungraded orange-haired Luke. And I'm trying to decide, well, people have told me that my two orange-haired Lukes are quite valuable, worth a lot of money, and trying to find a price for something that rare is difficult. And I know what I paid for my two orange-haired Luke Skywalkers, and yeah, I'm watching this out of more or less curiosity to see what it's actually worth. Um, it's I think it's in a little bit worse shape than the two Lukes that I have. One I have graded at a 75 plus, and the sub uh, the sub grade on it is a 78.9, which is almost an 80. And I was looking at the one on eBay right now, and it is in worse shape. Not hugely, but it is definitely in worse shape. So I'm guessing that it would probably grade out at a 70. Um, I'm not 100% sure, but it'll give me a good idea idea on uh, at least eBay the value of my two Lukes. Now, my ungraded Luke Skywalker would grade. I'm 100% positive it would get an 85. I'm that confident. It's absolutely beautiful. Um, so yeah, let me spin the camera around. And this is the Luke. It has 28 minutes left and it's at $1,800. Now, I know that videotaping a monitor, um, it's going to be all pixelized for you guys, and I apologize about that. But I just want you to take a look at the figure and give me your opinion. Like, let's see. You can see it has paint loss on his legs. That's quite bad. And on its feet, on its toes, you can see there, yeah, the toe rub is really bad. Chip on the knee, chip on the back of the calf. Uh, Belt rub is quite bad on the pouches. Let me see if I can. Yeah, you can see there. And if you look at his hand there, there's lots of paint loss on his fingers. A little bit on his knuckle there, and it's really pale from being bleached. I don't think you're really going to be able to see here, but it looks like his tunic is starting to yellow a little bit on his shoulder and on his chest. Not huge, not terribly. He's got a bit of an eyebrow rub on the left side there, and he's got hair loss on the right side of his head. It's rubbed. The back of the head looks pretty good. Let me see. Okay, no, back of his head, he's got paint loss right there. And on the front of the head, he's got some paint loss. Front of the head, a little bit of paint loss. But yeah, I mean, he's a beautiful figure, don't get me wrong, but I doubt he'll get higher than a 70 because of all the wear on this figure. And if we take a look at my graded, let me see. Try and get some sunlight on this bad boy. So I have a tiny bit, well, not a tiny bit, I got a piece of paint. It looks like it's from the factory more than rub on his head. Shoot. Right there. So I've got paint loss there. His eyebrows are about the same condition as the one that's selling, but I have no toe rub, no paint loss on the legs. The feet are nice. No paint loss on the back. The hands are really nice. My hands are painted beautiful. A little bit on that pouch on the belt. My hands are really nice shape. This side of, oh geez, glare. I don't know, it's hard to see, but I do think that this one is nicer. So I think the one that's selling would be a 70, and this is a 75. So we will see. Let me refresh this. 24 minutes left, 1800. Now I'm going to cut out on the video and I'll bring you back in the last 5 minutes of the auction, because that's when all the activity happens in all auctions. It's always the last, 30 seconds of an auction. So we'll see what happens, guys, and I'll bring you back in a few minutes. All right, this is my loose orange-haired Luke. I thought I'd give you guys a closer look at him. You can see here his eyes and hair are perfect. His neck, white torso, white limbs, white, beautiful hands, nice lightsaber, perfect toes. This figure I'm sure would grade an 85. See, he's really nice and white. He's got no wear. Oh, okay. I've never seen that. He's got like a spot right there on his boot. You see that? 2 white specks. But that's not wear or rub. That looks like it's from the factory. No paint loss at all on his hair. One other thing, let's see, we got 14 minutes left. One other thing I wanted to point out on this one, sorry, you're getting pixelized, but you can see it's real yellow on his shoulder and on his chest on that side. And he's got like a spot of yellow there, and a little bit on the back of the arm. It almost appears that they tried the peroxide trick to get the yellowing off of the torso and the arms. It almost looks like it was a lot more stained, and then they tried to whiten them up with peroxide. It's kind of hard. I wish you guys could see it. It's really hard to show without the pixelation. But see that arm? It's yellow there, right there. And then a spot there, a spot of yellow there, and a spot of yellow there, and kind of white in between. Like some of it's been removed. So, and I heard that when you do a figure in peroxide, that the yellowing will come back after a period of time. So, all right, now as far as what I paid for my Luke Skywalkers, my 2 orange-haired Lukes, I bought them both on eBay, and they're the only 2 I've ever seen listed on eBay. The first one that I have graded was my first orange-haired Luke, and I bought that about 5 years ago when I first started getting back into collecting. I bought him as part of a lot, and the seller didn't realize that it was a rare figure. It was a lot in black vinyl collector's case with about 20 other figures, and I bought it on eBay. And at the time, I thought I paid a tremendous amount of money for it. It was 20 figures, not all the weapons. It had a few weapons, and it was the red tray vinyl case. I wanted the red trays because that was rare, and I knew there was something off with this Luke Skywalker. So I bought it. I won the auction. Somebody was bidding me up at the end, but I got it for $575. So that's what I paid for my first orange-haired Luke, was $575, and that was uh, just over 5 years ago. And I graded him. He's authenticated, but I didn't buy him. It was a job lot of figures. I wasn't buying just the orange-haired Luke. Now, the second one I bought, I also bought on eBay, and that was this last December, I think it was, when I started my second season or whatever. It was this last January. He was the only orange-haired Luke that I had seen that was an authentic orange-haired. I see lots of orange-haired Lukes on eBay, but they're not real orange-haired Lukes. So in 5 years, I saw the two. Now, the second one, I wanted to buy him because he was an upgrade to the one I already had. He was in nicer condition, but everybody on eBay was bidding on that one, and I bought him. I made the seller an offer on him of $900, and that's what I paid for him, was $900. And to me, he's worth every penny because he's in such nice shape. All right. Ooh, 33 seconds or 29. All right, let's see if anybody bids this up. There are 54 bids so far. And we'll see if it's reached its peak or not. I mean, 1800, it could be at its peak because I think it would grade a 70. Oh, 2000. All right. Any higher, any higher, any higher? Sold. $2,075. And that's for, in my opinion, a graded 70 Luke Skywalker. So, yep, 2070. So that makes me think that for if a 70 sold for 2000, I mean, it is like a peak market right now, right? The prices are probably going to start to come down shortly. I don't know. My 75 plus should get it at least, I don't know, what, 25? Maybe a little bit more, maybe 26. And then if my nice one actually comes back with an 85, I mean, the price would just, I don't know. If a 70 got over $2,000, 85 would have to be at least double. So maybe 45. I don't think I would sell it for, less than, since I don't need to sell it, I probably wouldn't take less than 5 for it. But that gives me a pretty good ballpark of what they're worth. I'm thinking that my 75, I could, if I were to sell it, I'm guessing would be worth about, well, I'm just going to say I wouldn't probably sell it for less than 3, and then the nice one for less than 5. So I am surprised, but this is the third authentic orange haired that I've seen sell in like 6 years on eBay. There might have been some that I missed because there are like summer times coming, and I have too many hobbies to stay glued to eBay. So I might have missed some in there. I don't know. Like I said, I did see others that claimed to be orange, but they weren't orange. But yeah, very interesting. Yeah, let's see. that'd be 5, 6, 7, 8,000 out of the two. That's impressive. Of course, you have to find a buyer, right? I mean, you can speculate all you want, and until it's sold, there is no value. But I have no desire to sell either of my orange-haired lukes, and if I get an opportunity again, I'll probably buy another one. I definitely was not a player today, and if I buy another one, it would have to be as nice or nicer than the ones I already have. But yeah, very interesting. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you for joining me. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up. All right, catch you guys later.